Okay, so before I get into this video, I just wanted to explain something really quickly. So today's video was supposed to be a Q&A slash like reading your comments and stuff like that. And so a few days ago I filmed it, but I got really sick halfway through and I had to stop filming halfway through, and I was gonna come back and film the other half of it today. But then today something horrible happened, as you can see from the title of this video. So instead, I'm going to show you the aftermath and what my thought process was like not immediately after it happened, but about an hour and a half after it happened, and after I talked to Danny about it and everything, and we decided that it would definitely be best to share this and to show that recovery is not perfect and that eating disorder recovery is hard and it's different for everybody, and I'm here to share my experience, and if it helps you, great, and if not, please keep looking for help and wherever you need to go to get it and whatever you need to do. But this is what has worked for me, and this is what went wrong today. And I want to tell you what I've learned. So that's what's gonna happen. And then as soon as I am feeling up to filming the part 2, or the second half, I guess, of that Q&A, I will finish that and then I'll edit and upload as soon as I can. So there might be a random video that comes up, because I'm only posting on Tuesdays and Fridays right now, but if I can get that finished and edited earlier, then I'll just put it up whenever it's ready. So be sure that you're subscribed and be sure that you've got the bell notification on, so that you get alerted when my videos come out. So anyway, here's the aftermath of my eating disorder mess up, and there you go. Can Mama film in here? Yeah. I just messed up. That's why I've been crying. Sorry, just ignore my face. We talked about it, and I really want to share like what happened and like the lesson that I've learned from it, I guess, because that's all I can do. It's super unbelievably embarrassing. It's embarrassing that I literally like started this like newer journey on YouTube again, and like not even a week and a half into it, I'm here. So it's really embarrassing, but I made the decision coming back that I really wanted to be an example of perseverance and not giving up and getting back up and trying again, because that's the thing that helped me last year to recover or to survive. Okay, let me start of how it happened, what happened today. So every day, sorry, every day I have a routine right now that I'm in the process of trying to implement some different things into it. And today I did something different than what I normally do, like recovery wise, you know. So I'll get up every day, and usually I'll go poop in the morning by myself now, woohoo! And then usually I will make myself a large meal, and then I will watch a show, and then I will take a nap so that I can keep that large meal down. And then usually I will wake up just a few hours later and I will have a snack, and then I will set a timer, or I try to every day to set a timer for like an hour where I can see what I can get done in an hour, like whether it be cleaning or editing or whatever I need to do that day. And then I go live with my friends, and then I make myself another big meal. Well, first I poop again, my second poop, which is the enema poop currently. We're phasing out, don't worry. So then I poop again, and then I go live with my friends, and then I make myself another big meal, and then I eat the big meal, and then I go to sleep again so I can keep it down. This has been my way and my process of recovering, and I'm proud of myself for getting this far, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to find a routine to get myself into that works for me. So today, well, my first mistake was this. A few days ago, we were at Walmart, and I've been craving cookies like crazy, okay? I've been craving specifically Oreos. I would say for the past 6 months or so, my stomach has gotten very picky. We're not sure why yet. We're working on that as well. I used to be able to eat like chocolate and cookies and cake and, you know, a lot of like condensed sugar like that. Never hurt my stomach before, and now it does. Like if I have a piece of chocolate, it'll hurt my stomach. Maybe I could have one, but 9 times out of 10, it'll hurt my stomach. So I like have to decide, is it worth it? It's gonna make me sick. Usually just will eat one. And same with like cookies and cakes. Some cookies and cakes, some are different. Some are like, my stomach is just so picky. Anyway, so I was like, oh, I'm doing so well with my eating and with my recovery that I feel like I could be able to introduce a new food and like try again to eat and to hold down some sugar. I have sugar every day because I have soda every day, but I'm also in a place where like I don't want to restrict myself. I never want to be in a place where I restrict myself completely from anything, any food, any form of food, anything at all. I just want to continue to be in the place that I've learned, which is how to deal with, or how to manage, I need a chair. I'll be right back. Okay, a lot just happened that you didn't see. I grabbed a chair because I felt sick all of a sudden and I felt dizzy, like I was gonna pass out, and I was like, okay, I should not pass out. This video is already gonna be disappointing enough, so let's not pass out on top of that. So I hurried and grabbed a chair. So I'm sitting down now. And also I was like trying to figure out what I was trying to say, which is, I'm trying to never, I don't ever want to restrict myself fully from any food. For me personally, that does the opposite effect. It just makes me want it more. So for me, it's more about learning, you know, moderation. And that's, I feel like, a general healthy rule to have for anybody. But for me personally, it's like thinking about moderation, but also, you know, introducing new foods like that to my body, where I'm in a place now where I get hungry now. And for those that are in eating disorder recovery, if you were ever a bulimic or an anorexic, or if you ever had any other way of getting rid of the food other than digesting it yourself, your body just gets so lazy. Like your bowels get lazy and they just get used to not holding things down. And so in recovery from that, it's really hard at first to introduce foods and to allow your body to keep the foods down. But then also what happens after that is that it starts to work and it's wonderful, and you start to digest again and you start to metabolize, but then you get really, really, really hungry. At least I do. I realize that everybody and every body is different and we all need different things. We all have different chemistries and different ways that we were built and made, and different health issues and different lifestyles and all kinds of things. So anyway, so it's very new to me that I'm getting hungry every day, that twice a day for sure, but now it's starting to add on. It's starting to be 3 or 4 times a day now where I feel my body get hungry. And so I took that as like, okay, well, that means my body works again and maybe it can handle anything, right? So we got those Oreos from Walmart because I had been craving Oreos for so long. And I got the thin ones because I was like, in my brain, I was like, maybe I can trick my body into thinking I ate more Oreos if I could eat 3 thin Oreos instead of 2 full-size Oreos. Then maybe my stomach would accept it better, instead of, because it's not about like the calories or the sugar or the fat for me, it's about the way that it makes me feel. And that's what I'm basing all of my foods on, is how it makes me feel. Not, I don't give a crap about calories anymore. I don't count calories anymore. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't faze me at all. Right now, it's just introducing new, I'm past that phase. Like now it's like, okay, what can my body actually handle? And where I've had such an issue for the last six-ish months, holding or not getting sick when I eat some sugar that's very condensed, like chocolate or cookies or cake or anything. But I felt like now that I'm starting to get hungry again, I was like, whoa, I'm really healing and I'm really doing great. And I think I could do this. I really do. So I got the Oreos. I took them home that night. I had 3 of them. Did fine. It was great. It was wonderful. It was glorious. I craved my craving. Wasn't too much. It didn't make me sick. I stuck to my feeling myself and feeling my, I stuck to feeling my I stuck to like thinking about my feelings and my stomach and how my stomach was feeling all throughout, and was very careful about it. And then did the same thing next day and the next day. And I was able to eat, you know, 3 of those little Oreos every day, and it calmed the cravings. And I'm like, okay, my body's probably getting used to it and we're good. So today I decided after I ate my meal that I had a sweet tooth and I wanted some Oreos. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll just eat 3. This is where I'm not sure what happened. I decided that I didn't need to listen to my body, maybe? I don't know what happened, but for some reason I was eating the cookies. And after I ate the 3rd one, my stomach was so pissed off at me. And I was like, crap, why wasn't I listening to my stomach? I was not paying attention. I was not doing my normal like routine that I do in my head, which is what you see on Fear Food Friday. The board that I've made, like that's, I used to have to do that to eat anything, but now I kind of only use those steps for like when I'm introducing new foods. But for this, for some reason today, I didn't do it. And I started to feel really sick. And then my ed brain popped in and was like, well, like, you know, you're about to throw up, so you might as well just eat the whole thing. So I did. I ate the whole thing. Okay, Shani in editing, I just have to interject that I completely forgot to say something very important, where I have super senses and I can taste and smell things 10 times stronger than other people can, which means I can also taste when food is going stale or rotten or bad much sooner than anybody else can. And it's always been an issue for me. So if I buy an entire bag of cookies, and I'm remembering this now that this happened to me last recovery as well, is that if I buy an entire bag of cookies, in my mind, because of how it tastes, I know that I have to finish it within a week or else it's going to start to go stale. And I didn't remember that this time around. And so for me, Danny and I talked about it, and it next time I'm craving something, because again, I don't want to deprive myself of any food at all. I think that that's dangerous. I think it can make recovery worse. I think it can make life worse, honestly, but that's just me. You don't have to agree, but that's just me. But from now on, we will, if there's something that I'm craving, we will be buying individual packets of it, so that if I open it, you know, and like I just have that set in my brain that like I don't want to waste food. That's kind of what happened today too, is that like it felt sick from the Oreos, and then I was like, oh, and also you've got a whole pack of Oreos that you've already opened. There's no way you're going to finish them in a week, eating them slowly, so you might as well finish them. So that's like really dangerous for me personally. So I don't know if that'll help anybody out there, but that's something that Danny and I are gonna focus more on, and just next time I'm craving something, find a smaller version of it. And if you can't find a smaller version, and if you can't afford it, because I know it's more expensive, I know it's a little bit more expensive to pay for individually packed items, and it probably wastes plastic and everything, but you got to do what you got to do for your recovery sometimes, and sometimes that comes first, and it should always come first actually. Anyway, but even if you can't do that, then figure out a way to, if you're like me, you might not even be like me. This might not even be an issue for you, but for me, this is an issue and I forgot to mention it. So here's me mentioning it. Okay, back to the video. So I ate the whole thing, which obviously made me sick, and I purged. I personally do not feel like this was a binge and purge. Everybody's different. You can judge me. You can decide for yourself what you think, but in my heart, in my gut, this was not a binge and purge for me. This was just a purge. A binge to me personally means where I eat and I eat and I eat and I eat until I can no longer eat anymore. Like get so full that it almost chokes me, you know, like the max. And while yes, I finished off a whole bag of cookies, I wasn't full or anything. I just felt sick. Felt nauseous, sick. So for me, it didn't feel like a binge, but it was absolutely a purge, and it was absolutely on purpose. So I need to take responsibility for that. And it sucks because what was my last mess up? Like what, 5 months ago almost? Oh my gosh. Again, my goal here is to share with you my recovery, and like I didn't have to tell you this, but I wanted to because I want to share how I'm getting through this. And I know, and I've learned so surely in my mind that this is part of recovery and mess ups are going to happen. I know that. And for me personally, striving for perfection in the past is what has gotten me in trouble. Whereas the last year, I gave myself a new state of mind, which was if you have a slip up, you get up and you try again. But obviously this one hurts a little more because it has been almost 5 months. So I'm embarrassed and I'm disappointed. But I also know that I need to just keep going because the proof is in last year for me, what I'm capable of, and I know that I can do it again. So I refuse to say that I have relapsed. I refuse to say that I'm bulimic again. I had a mess up and it's time to try again. So that's what I'm doing. I need people to understand recovery is so different for everybody, and that how important it is and how crucial it is that I come on here and admit that I've messed up, and also to share with you what I've learned so that it doesn't happen again. This is very important for me personally, for my eating disorder progress. So I'm doing it, even though it's extremely embarrassing and extremely upsetting. I'm doing it and I'm sticking to the plan. And tomorrow I'm going to get up and I'm going to start my routine, and I'm going to definitely go back to implementing all of those steps that I used to have to do with every meal, and then I didn't have to anymore, and I only had to do it if I was trying to introduce a new food to my body. I'm going to go back to doing all those steps again every time I eat now, and I'm going to be a lot more careful and listen to my body. But for heaven's sake, there is no way that I am going to get on here and say that because I had one slip up that I have to go back to square one, because I have worked too damn hard to get to where I'm at right now. And I am so proud of myself. I have come a long way. So as disappointed as I am today, I'm also extremely proud of myself that I'm even making this video, that I'm even saying these things, because in the past it would be like, oh no, I messed up, and like, oh, I suck, and then I would just like hate myself forever. And this time I'm like, no, hello, we had a mess up. This happens in recovery. Try again. It's really that simple. Once you live it, once you learn it and you live it and you try it, it really is that simple. You can get there. I promise you can get there. And if you are out there and if you are messing up, or if you're anything like me and you've gone months without messing up or whatever it is, and then you have a mess up, even if you've gone years or whatever it is, you know what? I shouldn't say that, because I'm going to say for me personally, and you can decide if this works for you. You can talk to your therapist, to your doctor, like I have, and see if it works for you. That I don't think that if you mess up, you need to start back at square one in recovery. I don't know if I believe still to this day that you can be fully recovered, which is why I came up with the saying, I survived an eating disorder instead of I recovered from an eating disorder. And yes, I've slipped out the word recovered a couple times in my recent videos. And when I go to edit it, I'm like, oh, should I like fix that in editing and say that I meant to say survived instead of recovered, but just the way I've been conditioned, like recovered sounded what I was supposed to say, but really it was, do you know what I'm trying to say? Anyway, so, but then I was like, no, it's not a big deal, but I'm going to be very careful about that now, because I don't know if I believe that you can be fully recovered, because the thoughts will always be there and the feelings will be there, and they will come back when you least expect it. And, you know, I believe strongly that the devil works harder on us the better we're doing. And I think that that's what happened here. And I believe that Ed is the devil. So that's what happened. And I recognize it and I can learn from it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, waking up and starting fresh again, and as like a brand new day tomorrow, and getting back to my regular routine, and hopefully not even caring what anybody else thinks, and just getting back to where I was and being proud, and yeah, going from there, because that's all I can do, and that's recovery for me. So, and I'm really proud of myself. But I just want to say again, thank you so much for all of you out there that are so Oh my gosh, you guys are just the most beautiful people. I get so many comments of people being like, I don't know why I'm here. I want to die. I'm no help to anyone. I'm worthless. I'm hopeless. Well, just know that you're keeping somebody alive. If nothing else in your life, know that whatever you're doing by watching my videos, by leaving me lovely, supportive comments, or just supporting me quietly, you are helping. And I appreciate it more than you know. Thank you for helping. You've got more worth in you than you might think you do. Trust me on this. All right, I'm gonna go cry again, get out the rest of my tears about this. Leave comments of what fear food I should eat. I'm almost thinking I should do Oreos, but maybe I'm just not ready for that yet. I don't know, could be wrong. Or it could be something I try and conquer. I don't know, we'll see. You tell me what you think in the comments below. And I will see you guys on Friday, and please leave comments and suggestions and whatever you want. And I love you guys, and you are beautiful. You are worth it. And I am too. Shh, don't tell Ed, but I am too. It's true. He doesn't need to know this, but it's true. I'm actually a really badass, superior queen of the world that has beaten a monster that is so horrific, that is like, today he's like, oh, I'm gonna pay her a visit and try and take her down. Okay, maybe you paid me a visit, but you didn't take me down, bro. I'm not giving in to you. I'm gonna keep going. So you can just, words that I shouldn't say because my mother is watching. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you Friday. Okay, bye. Why did I do that? Ew.